happy Friday, everybody. This is we've decided to talk about courage, and
Okay.
we're just laughing because talking about fear and being triggered, and I've just realised that for some reason it wasn't recording, so now we are, and we're going to give you a live demonstration on how to
Exactly.
handle
I've had to
of
learn from
me
your
being
crap.
courageous and continuing having a laugh and a joke so that Ali doesn't shoot me in the face through the video.
Oh, Adam,
Ah,
you gotta laugh, right? You gotta laugh.
we've got to laugh. I
This
mean,
is
to be honest,
life.
that's the
This is
first time
business.
that's happened in months, like since the
Right.
beginning, actually.
Yeah,
Is it-
I actually think it only happened once within the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I
So
think it's pretty good odds.
it's not bad. It's not, we'll take it. We'll
Yeah,
take it.
we'll take it, and we will continue because anyway. So
Yeah, back to courage.
courage.
And the reason we chose courage today is hearing the theme around the traps of either courage getting thrown around, like, you just got to have courage, just got to be courageous. And then you'll also have people who believe they're not courageous, or that they wish they had the courage to do XYZ. And so what we want to talk about today is that courage is not something we're born with. It's not something that's, built in us. We're born with little to no fear. Our fears that we're born with as a baby is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. So then fear from there on is all learned fears. And some of them, obviously, yes, we have healthy fear of,
Everything's learned, isn't it? Yeah.
it's good to have a healthy fear of certain things that could be very bad. Like you don't want to go and just play with snakes or whatever, healthy fears. But I'm talking about fears like that we learn about failing and rejection. And as you were saying, Adam, about that, what did you say? It boils down to two fears. Can you repeat those for me again?
I don't know, because this is the first time we've recorded it.
I've no idea what
I
you're talking
have
about.
no idea what you mean. Yeah, fear is made up of two things: fear that I'm not enough, and fear that I won't be loved. And
Yes.
those two things, although it's all fear, but anything that stops you doing it, anything else is pretty much fear, really. But if I say that, oh God, are they going to like me anymore? Am I still going to be part of the club? Am I going to upset my friends? Da, da, da. So therefore, are you getting a chance to be truthful, which you always should be?
Yeah.
Or fear that I'm not enough. No, I'd love to do that job, but I'm not going to apply for it. Or I'd love to ask them out, but I just don't think they're going to fancy me. Or blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So fear that I'm not enough, fear that I won't be loved. Massive, massive, massive parts of it. You've got a little friend there.
Yes, as Harrison's come to join me momentarily.
Looks
So
like a
even though
superhero. Keeps popping in and out.
we've
Hello.
got these, we have lots of, I think if people came down, if you ask people, what are you afraid of? There's going to be lots of flavors of it, isn't there? Like I said, that, I fear, fear of being cheated on in relationships, or fear of being used, or fear of not having enough money to pay rent, there's all these kind of surface, very important, not putting them down, but
Yeah,
they are surface fears that will still boil down to one of those two. Of
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
We learn those, don't we? So what we tend to do then as we get older, Harrison, put that down, please. And out of my office, please, while I'm talking on the podcast. 5 minutes, thank you.
Oh, don't worry, I can totally cut that bit out.
Thank you. Is we learned to avoid any situations that could lead to or have potential to put us in positions where we might, be rejected, or lose a person or lose money or lose something that is tied in with our self-worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And our minds will cancel those things out even, so we don't even notice them.
yeah, we
We
start to
notice the
miss opportunity.
situation. Yeah, we build a life that does not have those things in it,
Yeah, and end up
and then whinge about
cringe.
the fact that we
Yeah.
don't we don't have it.
Like I'm just not lucky. I'm never in the right place at the right time. I've heard people say that. Oh, that never
Yeah,
happens to me. Yet our thoughts and our beliefs, that's what creates our reality.
yes,
So if your belief system is anchored in fears and avoidance of anything that could, upset the apple cart,
yeah,
you will create a life for yourself that will keep you in your comfort zone and
yeah.
keep
Keep
the
you
same state.
uncourageous. Keep you uncourageous. Yeah,
Exactly. Whereas to build courage, you have to feel fear or feel trepidation or anxiety or excitement. You've got to be able to feel it and still go toward it,
yeah,
because it's only in doing that that you learn what you're capable of, and you start to build the trust in yourself that you're capable and you can survive and you can continue on and you can overcome. And in that belief, courage is cultivated, and you start to then create from your thoughts that are now built on trust, self-loving, self-respect, courage. You start to create a world around you that is suddenly full of opportunity,
yeah.
that you can continue taking that action, and that momentum then takes over, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And your mind then changes to only see the opportunity and delete the situations where there really is none. You know, the negative energy, the situations, the relationships that aren't helping you cultivate these things, that are pulling you down. That because that gets said a lot, like, oh, I wish I was them. They just seem to always have blah 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 blah. Well, yeah, because they think in a certain way. So their reality doesn't contain those things.
So perhaps a good practice to get into is that, when you're faced with something, or even an idea pops in your head, oh, I'd love to learn how to ride a motorbike. Notice your response to that. Notice your reaction. And if what you feel is fear, and then your thoughts start to say, oh, but there's so many accidents. Oh, but it costs so much. Oh, but if you're starting to look at, backward steps from doing that,
Yeah,
then start asking yourself, what am I really afraid of here?
absolutely.
And that's going to get to the core problem. And it's also going to allow you then to make a decision, because it's a choice. Growth and being stagnant is your choice. So
Yeah,
you face the fear and you decide, okay, am I going to be led by fear and continue to allow others to be the hero of the story? Or am I going to push forward, confront these fears that I have of doing this thing,
yeah,
and be the hero in my own damn story and
absolutely.
build that courage to overcome? Yeah.
Absolutely. Everything you do not change, you have chosen.
Mic drop that, Mr.
That's a
True.
I know, I love a meme. But,
That,
everything we fail to change, we've actually chosen. So,
yeah,
you know,
I love it.
that's then be vulnerable enough to accept the responsibility for that. You know,
Part of courage, though, as well,
of
isn't it? It's the
course.
courage to know that not everything you do is going to work out the way you think it will. It's not always in your favor, or what you think is your favor, is it?
No, so because sometimes you need to learn a lesson on the way to making the thing happen.
Yeah, like I've fucked up plenty. I've got to be honest, and I've beaten myself up plenty in the past for decisions I've made, or you know, relationships that have broken down, all those sorts of things. And yes, you lose money and you lose this, you lose that. However, what I've cultivated from that is the belief in myself that, you know what, whatever happens with other people, I'm going to take the lesson and I'm going to keep in my lane and I'm going to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. And so I think personally that we cultivate more courage from our failings than we do our success.
Oh, that's where the lessons are. We don't learn anything from being successful.
Oh, really? I feel like you do. You learn,
Well,
oh,
you
okay,
learn
this way
so
worked.
the way, yeah. So yes, it's the most value. Okay, so let me rephrase that. Yes, okay, success is great and all that, but when I think about my own journey, I
Mm,
learned the most from the hustle.
mm.
Um, just coming back to that song we were singing earlier, do the hustle, you know. It's that's where you learn the lessons most, and that's where the growth is. The
Oh, for
things
sure.
that
It's
the things that will change you
yeah,
are the big goals, and going for those big things and being courageous to push forward for it, and the courage to think bigger and
yeah.
everything, relationships, and ditching all the if you're sitting there unhappy in a marriage for the last 5 years, then well, for want of a better way of putting it, don't be silly. You deserve to. You're stopping them from being loved in the way that they need to be loved,
Mm.
and you're stopping yourself from the same things. What on earth was the point of that?
Yeah. The inaction of that
It's a
is,
choice,
and it's a victim mentality.
100%.
If you're going to whinge about something, and we've all been a whinger, if you're going to whinge about something and not take action, then effectively what you're doing is you're waiting for someone else to save you.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing. You're being the victim and wanting someone else to pull you out of your shit. And
mic drop.
personally, that's not me. It has been me at different times, when you
Mm.
feel a bit broken down, when you feel a bit beaten down. Yeah, you might have moments where you have your pity party and this is shit.
Yeah,
And then at some point, if you surround yourself with the right people and you continue to work on your own reflection rather than pointing the fingers, you will pull out of that pity party and say, right, who's the hero here? Who's coming to save me? Fucking I am.
yeah,
I'm the hero of my journey, of my story. What action am I going to take to move, upgrade
yeah.
whatever I'm not happy with? Yeah.
And therein be courageous AF.
Courageous AF. Oh, that could be another shirt, another slogan,
Oh my
right?
god, I love it. Just AF.
Courageous AF.
Oh my god, we should do a series of t-shirts. Put them on the website.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, keep trademark. Courageous
Trademark.
AF t-shirt. And
Oh,
we can also put that. Do you remember we want to get our pineapple glasses, the wine glass with the pineapple.
oh yeah.
We could get that courageous AF written on that too.
Oh my
Maybe.
god. All right, I'm gonna be coming up with some ideas now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Marketing.
Marketing.
All
All right.
right. This has been
So,
amazing both times, Adam. Wonderful. I always love I love how we explore the various perspectives that you and I have and bring it together. And I always get really motivated after you and I have had a chat about
do
anything.
I. So do
I
I.
get
And I actually,
fun.
and funny enough, I actually needed to have this conversation today. It's great. It always happens right when you need it.
All by design, baby. All by design.
Absolutely. Be courageous, baby.
Have an amazing weekend. Love
And
you
you.
loads. And we'll hear everyone next week.
Next week.
Mwah. Ta-ta.
Later. Bye.